warnings, the tornado warnings for Worcester County until 8 o'clock, southwestern Worcester County to 8, and northern Worcester County until 8 o'clock. And again, amateur radio reported that tornado touchdown in St. Anthony in Sturbridge along Route 49A.
That's another one. It's unbelievable. We've also just gotten some updated information on the power outages in Massachusetts. We're looking now at just shy of 50,000 people who are without power. Western Mass Electric reporting about 14,000 plus outages. That's up 2,000 or so since we had our last update. National Grid has just gone up extraordinarily, up 9,000 people to 35,149 reported outages at this point in time. So we're looking at 50,000 homes without power right now.
I don't think we had any doubt that these numbers would go up throughout the day and evening, and probably well into tomorrow as well, given the number of trees that are down as we've seen. Susan Warnick, you're in the newsroom with more information from there. Susan?
Yes, we've just talked to the governor's office, and in fact, he has declared a state of emergency, which, as you know, gives him the right to activate the National Guard. And indeed, he has called up 1,000 troops. The governor is assessing the situation. He's being briefed right now by all of his MEMA officials and his top aides, and probably, we're told, will hold a news conference within the next 15 or so minutes. But an official state of emergency has now been declared in Massachusetts at the governor's very first act after doing that is to call up 1,000 National Guard troops. We don't know the extent to which the troops will be called up in the next couple of hours, but the governor, as we said, is expected to hold a press conference in about 15 or 20 minutes.
Well, the issues become multiple, obviously, when something like this happens. Number one is security in areas where power may be down and police and firefighters and other rescue personnel may be almost overwhelmed by the amount of activity. And also the National Guard will help to clear some of the trees out of the area, and they'll work with the power companies. I'm sure the power companies are already working to get crews on scene as well. So it's sort of all hands on deck at this point. The fact that the governor has made that declaration is just another indication of how significant this event is. And I think what's going to be difficult, the cleanup tomorrow and the days and weeks that come ahead is this is not localized anyway. This is spread out really all across the state. Communities across the state, from the northwestern part of the state to the southeastern part of the state, have been affected by this. And it's going to be a tough cleanup. It's going to take some time.
And we still have, another 23 minutes or so more of a tornado warning for much of the area. And when you look at that radar, and to the right of that, what our meteorologists have done is pinpointing the timeline of when these next storms are going to be hitting that particular area. All those various towns that you can see right there. We've got 6 minutes to Northbridge, 9 minutes to Upton, 15 minutes to Mendon, 16 to Hopedale, 18 minutes to Milford. Still continuing to move eastward this afternoon. And already so many towns hard hit by today's, whether it's been a thunderstorm that she's come through. In some cases, those thunderstorms had winds of up to 60 miles an hour, or whether they were tornadoes. Every time we turn around, it seems like there's been another sighting of a tornado, whether it be from police or amateur radio. We just added Sturbridge to the list. We talked to Mary Saladin a little while ago, who was vividly pointing out what she saw going across Route 20.
Yeah, I know. Maybe Melissa could be the one woman in this world that makes me incredibly happy. Yeah, well, considering all my luck and love, or lack of it, I think I am this guy. And return this. Yeah. Marsha's back to sing my song to her when she was little. She told me that when she was going through all that hell with Annie, she would hum this to herself, 24/7. Hum, yes. And then in the closet, she would hum to that too. So I thought I would get it for her, and all she'd have to do is open it up and she'd feel safe. Oh, that idea. Or this could be the most important thing you've ever given anyone in your whole life. Right? could, no, get somebody to help him finish the gatehouse. See how you can live here on the property with his family. Still have the privacy he needs to live on his own.
I'll call Bruce. He's the one who did the renovation for Chandler building downtown last fall. I'll see if he can help. Was that John? Let's not talk about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, come again, I think that sounds like a great idea.
Well, why don't we all go? That's okay with you.
No, why not?
All right, then let's hit it. Huh?
Wait a minute, aren't you forgetting something?
What's that?
Didn't you have a phone call to make?
Yeah. Why don't you guys go wait in the car?
Alright, AJ, you go up and grab your shoes. I'm gonna be here while you guys make phone calls. I just want to make sure you reach Bruce. You said Bruce, right?
Yeah. Bruce, it's J.R. Chandler. Yeah, it's a great to talk to you. Listen, my cousin is renovating the gatehouse, and he could use some help. It would mean a lot to me if you can make that happen. Here's the deal. I'll double your money to make sure that job doesn't get finished. That's great. Thanks for your help.
ABC's All My Children, brought to you by Progressive. Visit progressive.com today.
So you actually reward people for staying with you?
Yes, the longer you stay with us, the more you save. And when you switch from another company to us, we even reward you for the time you spent there.
Genius. Yeah, genius.
You guys must have your own loyalty program, right?
Well, we have something short, though. You should see November.
Oh, yeah. Giving you more. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Years ago, my mother taught me, and over the years, I've taught my family. We've created so much here. So when my doctor said that over those years, my high cholesterol was contributing to plaque buildup in my arteries, I listened. And that's why I'm fighting my cholesterol with Crestor.
When diet and exercise alone aren't enough, adding Crestor does more than lower bad cholesterol to raise the good. Crestor is also proven to slow plaque buildup in ovaries. Crestor is not right for everyone, like people with liver disease or women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. A simple blood test will check for liver problems. Tell your doctor about other medicines you're taking. Or if you have severe weakness, that could be a sign of serious side effects. Ask your doctor about plaque buildup and if Crestor is right for you.
I love what we created here together.
If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Oh my gosh, I have to. Let's go on. One day sounds spectacular. One day.
That's just wrong.
Every day, spectacular savings up to 60% off. Always something new. Always up to 60% off. Be hundreds happy. Brilliant color with no damage in sight. Thank you, Herbashine. From Rogaine. Herbashine. The only hair color with bamboo extract. Hello. Herbashine fortifies my hair. The color is radiant. Did you see any grays? Herbashine. Fortifies your hair.
What shows my client one of them?
The revolutionary applicator releases pain busting gel mix. Joints and bounds. So they reach out with fun.
Right, stop.
Gel shots will make you close and save you money.
I'll try anyway. No, I will call it. Isn't she at her doctor's today?
One day, it will hit you. By replacing white sugars every day with a bottle of Nestle Pure Life water,
Find your way there.
50,000 calories a year for your diet. Choose the crisp, clear, America's #1 bottled water. Nestle Pure Life. Embrace the Pure Life.
And get sexy half off. Buy sandals and get shoes half off. Buy one, get one half off everything. Come in now and save during Payless Pro
allergies, I gotta help you. I'm busy.
Thank you.